Grace Nganga, KTN.
A meeting between President William Ruto and stakeholders in the education sector walked a thin line as chants of two-term filled the air, with more than 10,000 teachers pushing for urgent reforms on funding, promotion and staffing, while senior politicians leaned into the campaign mode. In the meeting, President Ruto unveiled a raft of commitments to teachers and pledges, some of which he had earlier promised in his administration but remain unfulfilled. Our education reporter Lewis Nyaundi brings us this report.
Teachers trooped into State House in their thousands, union colors splashing across the pavements in a show of force. It was a day dedicated to education reforms, but also one that carried the inevitable touch of the politics of the day. The session opened with a burst of chants as calls for two terms swept through the crowd.
The fire! The fire!
Drawing in Deputy President and other leaders who took the podium to speak. When President Ruto rose to speak, he pushed back, insisting that the gathering was not about campaigns but about teachers' concerns.
The CS wale wameongea, mimi naona kama wako na njama ya kuniharibia mkutano. Sasa tuta imeingilia wapi kwa hii mkutano?
Once the politics settled, grievances poured out. School heads said budgets have been starved, with primary schools surviving on 1,400 per child against the recommended 2,238 shillings. Secondary schools too complained of slashed capitation, leaving them in debt and unable to run basic operations.
The capitation that is given to schools, again, it was set in 2017. And when it was set in 2017, again, the inflation has gone up. Moderate to Your Excellency is that this capitation of 22,244 in most cases, it has actually not come in full for that time.
The teachers also demanded faster promotions, many who say they have stagnated in the same job group for more than 10 to 20 years.
Hawa walimu wakuu wana stagnate at D1. Hawasongi zaidi ya hapo. Tunakuomba Mheshimiwa Rais, zingatia ombi letu.
Equally, the Kenya National Union of Teachers pressed for a shorter collective bargaining cycle, arguing that inflation erodes benefits too quickly. They also demanded urgent recruitment of jobless teachers, some already past 45 years. The teachers' medical cover also came under sharp scrutiny, with the president himself citing poor value for money compared to civil servants' cover. He promised an overhaul before the current contract expires. And when it was his time to speak, Ruto moved to quell the concerns, promising to look into all submitted issues. The president promised to double the promotion budget from the current 1 billion to 2 billion shillings, a move that is expected to benefit up to 50,000 teachers annually. The president also pledged that 20% of the affordable housing units will now be ring-fenced for teachers, who he revealed contribute up to 900 million shillings each month in housing levy deductions. Other commitments including the hiring of 24,000 teachers by January next year, introducing direct state funding for arts and sports under CBC, and a new job grade for special needs teachers.
At the moment, we are not meeting the 2,238 per student. We are sending about 1,400 per student. We must, live up to what was recommended by the Presidential Working Party.
The meeting ended with Ruto directing the Ministry of Education to fast-track the rollout of an education management system to eliminate ghost learners and file a joint funding report with Treasury by December. Lewis Nyaundi, KTN, Nairobi.
DCP party leader Rigathi Gachagua has